It's early for Memorial Day, and I need to go out and do chores. So, come on with me. Somebody's awake. Some other folks are awake. Everybody but Peanut. He's kind of just stuck there. Okay, so today I want to give you another update on types of feed. So here on the Tucker Farm and Ranch, what we do is two types of feed. With the little sea monsters, we do dry crumbs, like chunks, and they eat that. Whereas as they get older, what we do is what we call a fermented feed. We soak feed in water for 24 to 72 hours, and what happens after about the 72-hour mark is it starts to ferment and grow in vitamins and minerals, vitamin B's, and probiotics that weren't originally in the food for the chicken's health. So with the small sea monsters though, as they eat the big crumbs, what's left is dust. And you might say to me, Thomas, what do we do with that dust? Because it's inedible. They can't really grab the dust and eat it. So what we do is we actually take a dish and we take all the crumbs and we put it in the dish, and then we add water to it, and it makes it thicker so that way they can eat it. And I'll give you a little small snippet of what that might look like. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you just a little bit. So you take this fine powder that's inedible. The chickens really won't eat it. And so what we do is we add just a little bit of water to it, and we make this porridge consistency, almost like oatmeal. And all that water gets soaked up into the grain, and it becomes edible. So what was once inedible is now edible, and you don't waste anything. So we got the chef in the kitchen.
What's that?
She is making some
Patki
mao. And then we had another farmer give us some, looks like some squash and some cucumbers and some tomatoes and I think a couple of potatoes. Billy. So, unfortunately, one of the sad things about farming chicken, especially Cornish crosses, is that you lose some. The average rate is about 20% that you'll lose. Well, so Peanut has been getting sicker and sicker. Basically, things of his body are starting to shut down. His leg went numb first from paralysis, and then his left leg, and then his wings started to go into paralysis, and then he just stopped moving in general. So we tried to nurse him back. We tried little things here and there, giving him medicines. It just wasn't working. So unfortunately, we had to put him down. There are several means of dispatching him. Basically, we put him to sleep. It's the third, I think, of the batch that we've had here. One of them didn't arrive. That wasn't our fault. But 3 of them, I think, have died since they've been here. The second one was yesterday, and it was a crop impaction. Not since they hadn't gone on pasture just yet, but what he decided to do was eat the pine shavings. None of the others were eating the pine shavings. He just happened to, and with that dizza impacted his crop. It couldn't even get to the gizzard. And so he just couldn't eat, and everything left his body. He became weak, and I tried making him vomit. I helped a little bit. I tried giving him apple cider vinegar. Sometimes that will help the soured crop, but it wouldn't. Nothing was working. So, just to give you an update, week 2's disasters. So on request from Mr. Rick, he wanted to see more chickens and less of me. So in this video, I tried to give a little bit more chickens. So on this update for week 2, I'm going to update you on what has happened so far. We are going to get rid of Poncho this weekend. He is just too aggressive, and he is not what we're looking for in a rooster. So get rid of Poncho, and also 2, that'll leave us with 1 rooster left, and we need to come up with a name of it. So if some of y'all folks there on YouTube will write some names in the comment section, we will vote on them and come up with something. So far, something like Stuart, Kevin, or Leonard is on the ballot so far. So leave it in the comment section. As well, as you can see, the chickens have gone to the chicken tractor. They have yet to spend the night there in this tractor. We've been shifting them to the barn every night, just for added protection, because as you can see, folks like little mama over there in the corner, they're just too small right now. But the rest of them, they're getting big enough. They're all the same age. Can you believe that? Giant. They grow up so fast. But that's what they're born to do. So the sun's kind of shining fairly bright over there. I'll walk over there and I'll just kind of show you what's going on. I'll show you as far as what we got. So, our oregano, it's coming in. I called the oregano basil. You're gonna have to forgive me for that one. It's not oregano, it's basil. So we got a nice rosemary going in. Now over here we got some sunflowers growing. Our jalapenos are producing, and you can even see we got some little seedlets. We got some little. They're gonna be jalapenitos. We got our chives. They're jamming. I need to cut them back. My pineapple seems to be growing sideways for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. And we have some more sunflowers. They're jamming, although it looks like we have some birds that are eating the leaves off of them. I will have to see what I can do. And we've got some Thai basil and some mint. We have a giant oak tree in our front yard, and it's always leaving seeds. Well, last year one of the seeds dropped, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try my hand at it. So let me show you how it's jamming in 1 year. Boom, it's jamming. So that's going to wrap up as far as for this week. By this time, you will be seeing my first video. And so next week on Sunday, we'll have another update for you. Anyways, so as always, just go out and grow something.
So Bear, do you want to be in the video or not? Oh, but I guess we don't want to be in the video.